All right. Well, welcome back to another chat with Castles, Capes, and Clones Live. This is where we discuss everything in the Disney universe, from Marvel to Star Wars, from the Muppets to Disney, Pixar, whatever, 20th century. We discuss it all. So, anyway, if you are in the audience, here we have Beth. Hello, Beth. How are
Hello.
you? Um, and I'm here as always, with my cousin and co-pilot, Rich.
Hello.
How's it going?
All right. How are you doing?
Yeah, just trying to get ready for D23 Expo.
I hear ya.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I can't believe it's going to be the day after tomorrow. Oh, hi, Michelle. How are you?
Hello, hello. Yeah, I'm just hoping that the virtual queue system works.
I know that. I know.
But
I know.
we'll
I
talk
got a
about
lot of. Yeah.
that's one of the news stories, so we'll talk about that later. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we don't have really a lot of stuff because I think so much of the news is going to be coming out over the
The weekend.
weekend, but we do have stuff to talk about. So we'll start off with some company news. They are thinking about. I don't know how far in the process this thought process is, but creating like what they're calling Disney Prime, which would be something akin to what Amazon Prime is, where you have kind of the streaming and the shopping and the merchandise all together. Um, and so, oh, thanks, Michelle. Yeah, we're very excited. So, what do you think about and the parks? What do you think about all this?
I'm cautiously optimistic, but at the same time, I'm a little there's a little trepidation because does this the inclusion of parks? So what does this mean?
That's the part that I'm trying to figure out. Like, I
Like
can't.
there's always rumor and talk about how they want to get rid of annual passes at Disneyland,
Mhm.
and you know something like this where there's speculation that this will replace annual passes, and it'll be more like, well, if you're a whatever they call this. I know they're not going to call it Disney Prime. It's just that's the easiest thing to compare it to is Amazon Prime.
Right.
Um, that if they're like, well, if you're a member and you pay this yearly thing like we do with Amazon Prime, you get deeper discounts for tickets,
Hmm.
which I don't know. I mean, it depends. If they do get rid of annual passes altogether, I mean, and this is all we get. This is what we get, but it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Um, you know, but
Thanks for stopping by, Michelle. Sorry.
no problem. And this is this is also part of what we thought might have been what they were going to do with annual passes after they got rid of them during the pandemic. So,
Hmm.
so I don't know. I mean, it really depends on I'm ready. Am I going to pay less for what I have? So I'm already a Disney Plus subscriber.
Yeah.
I paid for I'm paying for uh, a membership, or not a membership, annual pass or like Magic Key, which gives
Hmm.
me merchandise discounts. I'm a D23 Gold member. I pay for that yearly. Is
Yep.
that going to be included somewhere? And I'm also a Vacation Club.
DVC or DVC.
So, any of those three things gives me discounts on stuff. What will this give people like us
Hmm.
over, that would tempt us to buy into it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have no idea. Like, I'm just trying to figure it all out, but I don't know if they create something that's doable and whatever, then I'm always a sucker for Disney. So,
Right. But it's
um,
like if it's just a charge a year for something we already kind of have in different pieces. That my thing is like, what does that mean then for DVC memberships? What does that mean for D23 Gold memberships
mm,
and the like? Like, there's discounts there already, and for I don't even at this point I don't even know when I'm gonna start paying for Disney Plus
yeah.
because we did the whole
I
D20
know I can't remember.
something.
It's either this year or next year. Hey, Laura and Ryan.
Hello. But
Speaking of which, Beth, we've all decided we're going to live at your house.
oh, cool.
You had 30 minutes to respond, and since you didn't, we just defaulted. So we'll be packing up and going. All right. Okay, so all right. Well, let's move on from there. So it's D23 Expo week, and D23 Gold members are getting the most awesome poster. I love it. It's got like a lot of Disney and Marvel and Lucasfilm references all over the place. There's the poster right there. I just love this. I'm going to like find a place to hook it up. To what am I trying to say? Yeah, to put up whatever. So anyway, we Cousin Rich went around the poster and put down what is on there. So we have, starting at the top, the Captain Marvel star. That's pretty much that's Captain Marvel. Then Tinkerbell, Dumbo, Eve, the Simpsons donut, Nova Corps ship, Orange Bird, Star Wars training remote, Remy, X-Wing, probably a National Geographic monkey.
Unless you know if that monkey's from something. I don't know what that monkey's from.
No, I didn't know either. I was like, what's that monkey from? So I think it is. I think it's like they had, or it might be Disney Nature.
Oh, right.
So then we got Raya's sword, Sam Wilson, Captain America's shield.
That's speculation.
That's speculation.
Or it could be Woody's badge. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, maybe it might be. We got the Pixar ball, Elliot, Mulan, Elsa, the Haunted Mansion candelabras, Aladdin's lamp, Black Panther, Monsters Inc., Indiana Jones. I'm assuming you mean Turning Red, right? Not Seeing Red.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Andor symbol, dolphin. That's I think that's actually another Disney Nature, or maybe it's a
Nat Geo.
Yeah. Finding Nemo sub, Luca and Alberto from Luca, Moana's boat, Jungle Cruise boat, Spider-Man, the Nautilus and Sea Monster, Shang-Chi, Sea. I think that might be either the Hocus Pocus book or the Black Flame Candle. But I think that it is Hocus Pocus for sure.
Okay.
Vanellope, Tiana, Rapunzel's hair, Narissa from Enchanted in her dragon form, Grogu, Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts, Candle from Encanto, the Fulcrum symbol for Ahsoka, Oswald, as you said, Laura, Tron disc, Angel, Winnie the Pooh, Angel again,
Oops.
and and one Starfighter from The Mandalorian, Gonzo, Boba
Boba Fett.
Fett's, yeah, Starship, Buzz Lightyear, the bird thingy from Avatar. Aren't those called? Oh, God,
Those are Banshees.
Banshees. That's it, Banshees.
Okay.
I was like, I know it's a word, but I can't remember what it was. Captain America's Shield, Spaceship Earth from Epcot, Maleficent, Cinderella's Castle, and Mickey.
Woo.
And here's Karen. How are you? Yeah, bird thingy.
Bird thingy.
Yeah, so that's quite a bit. I love this poster, so
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna.
supposed to be available for any D23 Gold member. The tricky part will be, where does one get this?
I'm thinking about going at the end of the first day
To try to find it.
to try to get it.
If it's like Star Wars Celebration, the Fulfillment Center,
Yeah.
I want to say it was like on the far end of the campus.
Okay.
Where the Celebration store was, which is not part of the main convention center. It's across from the arena by the parking lot. The parking structure.
Okay. I'm gonna have to study it out.
Maybe, though I can't actually remember. I know I had to. It wasn't very clear where the fulfillment center is. I had to like ask information where it was.
Oh, we have Cammie and Seth in here, and Laura's asking if you are going to D23 as well.
I am going to D23.
We will be there together, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got the shopping to do, so that's like high on my list. But Rich got some better panels than I did.
And we didn't get the. Honestly, I did get the one I wanted the most, which was the Disney Parks panel.
Yeah.
And then luckily I could bring a guest, so Lauren will be able to come with me.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I was about to say something and I forgot what it was. All right, well, keep going.
Yeah, I got into that. So the big one is the Disney Parks panel. So the panel where they'll talk about everything going on with the Disney Parks and cruise line and all that kind of stuff. But then I also got into the Muppet Christmas Carol 30th anniversary panel.
I kind of want to go to that. So yeah, I definitely will go with you.
And then the other one was the panel for the Society of Explorers and Adventurers.
Yeah, that sounds like a good one.
Yeah, because like I know what they are, but I don't know what they're doing with them. Because there's the whole
right,
like Roger Moore, the guy who created Battlestar, well, not created, but like the newest iteration of Battlestar Galactica. He was the helm of that. Deep Space Nine. He's working on some kind of Disney Plus project involving those characters. So
that's awesome.
So I'm interested to see what that is. And apparently, like I saw it on, I forget where I saw it, but like there is a Society of Explorers and Adventurers, and there's like if anyone knows the show Expedition Unknown or whatever with Josh Gates. I think it's on Discovery. But there's an episode I haven't watched it yet that he's talking with I think Joe Rohde.
Oh, really?
Because I think he's in it, which would make a lot of sense.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's that one I'm excited about because I have no idea what they're going to talk about.
Hi, Mary Beth. Oh, cool! You got into Muppets and Sea Parks and Duffy. That's very cool. Well, maybe we will see if what do you call it? I would love to meet you, so and give you a hug. So let me know. You know, uh, contact me on Instagram, Castles Cape and Clones. Um, so why do I keep losing my train of thoughts? I think it's.
I don't know.
Oh, I was going to say this is what I was going to say is that I did get two that I want. I mean, I wanted to go to them, but they were lower on my list. But one of them is that that scores for something podcast that Disney does, and they interview all the composers and different. So they're doing a Marvel music panel. So I actually kind of really want to see that one. It's and then I got Zootopia Plus sneak peek. Okay. So it's just a matter of trying to figure out how I'm going to fit everything in. But anyway, all right. Well, let's move on. Shopping at D23 Expo. There's a preview of some of the merch on the Disney Parks blog. And some of the items will be live on Shop Disney at the same time they go live on the expo floor on September 9th. And I'm assuming these are all the Shop Disney exclusives.
No.
So
these,
like I don't think it's Mickey's of Glendale or
not all of these. This is what was the preview, but the stuff that's going to be on
Spider-Bot,
the special edition Spider-Bot. It's a gold.
Wow.
I don't know if it represents anything. Some of these things will, some of these won't. I don't know which ones, but they don't really have what's going to be on. But this is what's going to be on Shop Disney. These things,
the Munchlings. We just saw a video about the Munchlings.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
They're like ice cream cones and like little plush ice cream cones of characters. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. Like some of the things that they have a Tiana thing, Spider-Man 60th. God, I'm telling you, I was telling my group, many of them who are here, pretty much everybody here is my group, that I kept saying, hi, my name is Broke. I live in a van down by the river. And this is why we're moving to Beth's house, because we felt that van was going to be too small for all of us to live in, because we're all going to be in a van down by the river.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff there. So that's cool that they're going to let some of it be available to the masses. So,
so if you're not going, but you do want to try to get some stuff from Shop Disney, it'll be going live. I think they said as soon as it opens up at the expo. So
yeah,
I think the expo technically starts at 9.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think 9:00.
Barring any technical issues, all the stuff that's available at Shop Disney should be available at 9 Pacific time.
I'm trying to figure out what time to get there, because the virtual queue starts at 6:00, but we don't have to be there, so that's good. And then the hall doesn't open until 9. Everything is either virtual queue or RSP. So, is there a point to get? But then there's going to be a lot of people there. I know that there's going to be a line, no matter what. So I kind of want to go and get there early anyway. I probably will. I won't be able to sleep. So, I'll just sit there and look at my phone.
Do you know that they said that no one's allowed to be there before 5?
Yeah, I'm definitely That's definitely not going to be me.
I'm curious because they said they're going to strictly enforce it.
They always say that, but they never do. So I'm thinking about getting there at 7.
Yeah,
it's like a couple hours in the sun. So, I mean, it's either that or I'm sitting in my room. Yeah. Well, I guess I could get breakfast. I'll figure it out.
It's going to be, man, it's already saying it's going to be 101 on Friday.
No, I thought it was supposed to be cooler.
Oh, no.
Gosh. Hi, Allie and Pete. How are you?
Hello. Yeah. Thursday and Friday is going to be 101.
All right. Yes, Mary Beth, please do stop me if you see me. And there's Ben and Danielle. Yay. All right, so we are now talking about the virtual queue. So there are some stores that will have a virtual queue. Those include the D23 Expo Marketplace, the D23 Expo Marketplace third floor limited edition annex, the Mickey's of Glendale main store, the Mickey's of Glendale pin store, the Mickey's of Glendale times D23 Expo shop, and Disney Studio Store Hollywood. So thankfully, we don't have to be on the property to sign up for the virtual queue, which is at 6 a.m. or 1 p.m. every day for the expo. I will be at my phone at 5:59, just waiting to punch in. So,
you need to have both the D23 Expo app and the Disneyland
app. Yeah.
So my suggestion is just make sure that your accounts on both are connected.
Yeah, I did that because my accounts were on 2 different accounts for some reason. And I told them, I don't want to be switching back and forth. Could you please put my D23 membership on my, bigger Disney account? For some reason, my D23 and my DVC, I got it called DVC and change it as well. So that way I can just be done with that other account that is so confusing to me.
Yeah, I had to do that a couple years ago because it was 2 different accounts as well.
Yeah. Mary Beth, I'm totally worried about cell service as well. I've had it, but then sometimes, I think if I have to do virtual queue again, I'll have to go outside. I think, I definitely won't want to do it inside the hall.
I mean, unless things have improved during Star Wars Celebration, it was terrible inside.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm on Verizon, and it sucked inside. I'll just say that it sucked inside.
Yeah, I remember having a little bit of difficulty. So, anyway, but there will be mobile checkout, which is great. I love mobile checkout.
Yeah,
it's so easy.
At the Star Wars Celebration store, I was in line to check out for an hour, and that was horrible.
Yeah, it's so much better.
It's also a waste of time.
It is. It's a total waste of time.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right, and last piece of D23 news: Mickey Mouse 1, which was Walt Disney's plane, is going to be in the arena at the Anaheim Convention Center, and that is crazy. But
it's the first time this plane has been on the West Coast since 1992.
Wow, that is cool. I can't wait to see it. I just can't wait to see
I
it.
wonder if we can go inside.
That's what I was wondering too. I wonder if we can go inside, except I won't be able to go inside unless they have a land bridge that.
Oh, right.
Because
though I'm
I
feeling
can't
probably
believe.
not, because that's a lot of people that go through that plane.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that. They're probably going to be like, yeah.
But still, it's cool. This is the plane that took Walt from like Burbank to New York.
I know, that's so crazy.
Right.
I love Disney history. So
yeah.
All right. Well, now some parks news. Disney Plus Day activities have been announced at Disneyland. So there will be some characters from some of the popular films and series on Disney Plus across the theme parks. So I'm really hoping that I get to see Jane Foster's Thor, because she's going to be, they're premiering Thor: Love and Thunder on Disney Plus Day. Stop by Hollywoodland and Town Square for photo backdrops, or downtown Disney and the Disneyland Hotel will have magical chalk art featuring some popular Disney Plus characters. And then around the resort, we will have blue churros, sweet delights, and specialty cocktails at Naples, E-Bar, Uva Bar, and Cafe, and Tortilla Joe's. So that's what's happening over there. That's Disneyland. And that's on the 8th, which is Friday.
Yeah.
Man.
If it's anything like last year's Disney Plus Day, the whole front area in front of the floral Mickey will be carpeted blue.
Yeah.
They had, I don't remember any special characters out, but there were like these like magic photos available.
Yeah.
Around Disneyland. And if I had gotten there early enough, they were giving away a Disney Plus hat.
Oh.
But I did not get there that early, so
I know. I won't get there until like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I hope that they have something. So,
I think I got a button.
Yeah, I would. I like buttons, so I love any kind of ephemera. So, oh, my love Meg is here. Hello, Meglet.
I'll probably be there later that night because
you will?
Way too hot.
Yeah, I know. I got to meet some friends because we're going to be strategizing about the virtual queue thing and how we can help each other and all that jazz. So, so anyway, Oogie Boogie Bash starts tonight, and Oogie Boogie Bash I feel like it gets better and better every year. So some of the new characters that they have out are Minnie, Daisy, and the Sandersons, and Clarabelle. Clarabelle, my love. Look at her as the Sanderson sisters. How awesome is that? I love that. And then we have they had Ernesto de la Cruz, who looks amazing. Mother Gothel, Madame Mim, and Bruno from Encanto. So those are the new characters out this year. I'm like so sad that I didn't get tickets. Like so sad, especially now having seen some of these characters, like Ernesto. Yeah, definitely. Cammy Ernesto looks amazing. I can't tell. Is it a mask? Is it like face paint? There's got to be prosthetics. whatever. It just looks like one seamless face. It's it's so crazy. Um, no
I
Ernesto. No, I just read Karen saying no Ernesto. I'm like, what?
I will be there on Saturday for the D23 Oogie Boogie Bash night.
Yes, get us get us pictures or video or whatever you can. Uh, we want it.
If anyone is going to be there, if you want to know what I'm going to be dressed as that day,
Yeah, let's see.
I don't know if you can see this.
Why don't you blow yourself up so that we see you? I can see it though. That is that's awesome.
And if you don't know what that's supposed to be, it's supposed to be
It'll you look like you look at
so.
okay. Who wants the precious? uh, okay, so Disneyland is adding a DVC lounge above Innoventions in Tomorrowland. Innoventions is basically they basically use it for what is it? Star Wars launching bay. Our
Yeah,
Star Wars launching bay, and then I guess the upstairs they're converting into the lounge, right? Is that where it is?
yeah, because no one they don't use it for
Yeah,
anything.
and I
They
guess
used to.
they're trying to capture off that space 220 restaurant by
I
making it look like outer space in there.
I guess.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a space that's not being used, so you might as well put something there.
it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Do you remember when? I mean, obviously the original. Well, before, but when was this innovations, or whatever it was,
Hmm.
where it was like this. I don't know. They just showed like stuff that's supposed to be from the future, but really it's turned out to be like modern technology. Like here's a 100-inch screen TV. Like they sell these at Best Buy,
Yeah,
so it
yeah,
became
that
like
was
weird.
yeah, that was that yeah, the House of the Future was
House of the
so like
Future. I'm like,
that. Yeah,
it's not so future. This is like
yeah,
I can go to the and get some stuff on Amazon.
yeah.
And
That
then
was
they did a Marvel thing, which is kind of cool
the Marvel thing was cool.
because they
Like
had
that
all the
really
Mark
fun characters.
at the time. They had the all the Mark the Iron Man suits
Hmm.
upstairs. They actually used the upstairs because there was like a Thor thing upstairs and
Yeah,
stuff. And then they got rid of that, and then they just used the first floor to show. Yeah, basically it's our version of Launch Bay.
yeah, yeah. The Thor. Oh my gosh, the Thor meet and greet that they had up there.
Yeah,
Like the first time we went through it, I cried. And I'm talking to the cast members. I'm like, "Oh, never in my dreams did I imagine this."
and now Thor's just running around California Adventure.
Yeah, yeah, basically. Although I would love for them to do more of these backdrops, I think that would be cool. I think, like, I would love for them to put in the uh, Iron Man armor, like the
Yeah, that like
thing in
display with all like a whole bunch of them.
yeah, like put that somewhere in Avengers Campus, or maybe that could be in the queue for the hopefully upcoming e-ticket
That's
attraction.
that is one thing I hope they touch upon at the parks
Hmm.
panel is that are they going to finish California Adventures Campus? there's a huge building that's supposed to house something. Right now, it's
Bob did say that it was only on hold. So I'm hoping that. I mean, you would think Marvel is such a moneymaker for them. They have this successful land in Avengers Campus, both here and in Paris, that they would want to spend the money to build another attraction that will
have like a roller coaster in Paris one.
Yeah, it's basically a overlay of what is it called? A rock and roller coaster. They have rock and roller coaster in Paris, and so they basically skinned it and put, like the queue is supposed to be amazing, but a lot of people said that they were complained about the actual ride, like that it wasn't enough or whatever. I can't remember, but yeah, there apparently had been a lot of complaints about the actual ride itself, which was rock and roller coaster. I mean, it's like what else could you do with it?
What do they want to happen? To go into space for real?
I guess. I don't know. I'm not quite sure.
I mean, it's the only I don't know about the Paris, but it's one of the only inverted Disney coasters.
Yeah.
I mean, I like rock and roller coaster as a ride. I mean,
yeah,
the theming of it, whatever.
Right.
But the ride itself,
I like Aerosmith.
Yeah, I like Aerosmith.
Yeah,
but if they change, if they're gonna change the rock and roller coaster from Aerosmith to something else, I would not shed a tear. I'd be like, oh no.
Yeah.
But all right, hopefully it's more Disney.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice if they did it. Yeah, something that isn't going to age after a while.
This is where we can put in Max Rebo's band.
I mean, I wish that they could put in something Marvel there, but that whole mishmash with.
I mean, it's next to the Tower of Terror, so I don't know. Make it scary.
Yeah,
I don't know, or more Hollywood than.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess Aerosmith has a bunch of some songs that were in big movies, but do another Hollywood, actually something where you think Hollywood.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I wonder what we could do. Beth would be upset. She said she'd get over it, but she'd be upset.
Look, I like Aerosmith.
Yeah,
but I know there's some contract. I think whatever's it's over soon, so they might replace it. But
yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Okay, so now we are on to Lucasfilm news. Rian Johnson. In an interview with Empire Magazine, he said that he was even more proud of The Last Jedi, that heading into its 5th anniversary, and also about the Star Wars trilogy that was announced in 2017 that he was supposed to be directing. He said, I've stayed close to Kathleen Kennedy, and we get together often and talk about it. It's just at this point a matter of schedule and when it can happen. It would break my heart if I were finished. I couldn't get back into the sandbox at some point. If I couldn't get back into the sandbox at some point. I mean, I really would love to see what he could do, because I'm one of the people, and I know you are too, who really like The Last Jedi. And it was the most different. I think it was the thing I liked about it the most was it did something different. You know what I mean? Than Force Awakens and Rise of Skywalker. It was different.
I mean, he had it was the worst handoff, basically. You know, people
Mhm.
complain about how he treated Luke and whatever. That was set up by J.J. Abrams and Lawrence Kasdan, right?
Yeah.
Like Rian Johnson didn't put Luke on an island by himself. Who didn't go help Han or Leia, and basically went into exile. So it had to be a reason.
Hmm.
But Lawrence Kasdan and J.J. Abrams did that, right?
Yeah.
And then they ended the movie on a point where you had to continue it 1 second later.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's been weird. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't have the luxury of a time jump like every other Star Wars movie.
Right.
He had the, well, I guess I have to continue right when Rey gives Luke his lightsaber.
Yeah.
So I think like I like his stuff. So like Knives Out, awesome.
Yeah, Knives Out.
I really liked. And I'm looking forward to Glass Onion, which is his next the sequel to Knives Out.
Yeah.
But you know, the way he thought about what he was given, I think he put more thought into myth than the mythology than JJ and Lawrence Kasdan did.
Hmm.
Right. So it'd be interesting to see what he does when he doesn't have the shackles of having to tell someone else's story in Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope that he gets to do it. So. Just going back, Beth said, "What if they retheme Rock and Roller Coaster with a stupid theme like Stitch?"
Or
Yeah, I wouldn't want it.
Or it could be Superstar Limo Part 2.
Yeah, Superstar Limo. Superstar Limo was a ride at Disney California Adventure that was quite a thing. That's all I'll say. It was.
Yes.
Google it. And
Google Superstar Limo California Adventure.
Look it up on YouTube. Superstar Limo.
Let me see if I can find it.
It is not. Talk about horrible. All right. So now we are on Marvel news. We have only a couple more stories. So Florence Pugh's Yelena Belova from what is it called? From Black Widow's sister. She is supposed to be leading the Thunderbolts, which was announced at Comic-Con. Thunderbolts is basically like, for those of you who saw Suicide Squad, it's a bunch of supervillains that have been hired by the government, or they have are taking something off their sentence or whatever, and that's what they do. And for those of you who have watched some of the shows like Black Widow and Hawkeye and what is it, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we've seen Julia Louis-Dreyfus as Francesca something.
Valerie.
Yeah,
it's
something.
Very long.
The Valentina.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah. Anyway, she is probably the mastermind behind the Thunderbolts. So this is going to be interesting. So I can't wait to see that. And apparently Baron Zemo and U.S. Agent are going to be part of it. I mean, that's not a big stretch of, I would have thought that they would include them. So they've got them as well. So there's that one. So, and then, okay.
Real quick.
Yes. I don't know, Meg, if she is or not. I can't remember. Oh, Salma, how are you? Oh, there it is. Okay, there's Superstar Limo, guys. This is,
The
as I
story
mentioned,
is you're
quite a
supposed to
thing.
be in a limo going to Hollywood and running into, I think that's supposed to be Tim Allen.
Yeah, that's supposed to be.
And that's supposed to be Jackie Chan. But you're pretty much running from the paparazzi to go to this Hollywood shindig, and then
Yeah.
you just run
This is
into.
where the Monsters Inc. ride was. And Monsters Inc. ended up using a lot of the animatronics.
Yeah, like there's what's his name?
Oh yeah, I know. I can't remember. He had a big Drew Carey.
Drew
That's
Carey.
it,
Yeah,
Drew
yeah.
Carey.
But yeah, this was the awesomeness of Superstar Limo, which is now Monsters Inc.
Yes, yes, Beth, it was awful. But yeah, if you anybody who's been on Monsters Inc., you could see some of the animatronics. That
They just put hazmat suits over them.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, that's
It's
what they did.
amazing,
I know.
but not really. I guess at one point they almost made it a Muppet overlay.
Yeah.
That was one of the.
See, I would have loved that. I mean, that would have been cool.
I forget why they scrapped it. There's a YouTube channel called Defunctland that goes through the history of that ride and a lot of other like Disney stuff and other theme parks. It's really, really interesting. Like all those videos are really well done and they're long. They're like documentaries on rides.
Yeah.
But like the story behind the story. So if you get a chance, Defunctland, it's pretty good. Good watch.
But I love the Monster Inc. ride. So I'm glad it's there. I hope that whatever they do, because I know Marvel is going to take over that area. I just know it. Like eventually, whatever they're planning, it's going to take over that area. It has to. It's got to grow. So I hope that they can move it over to Pixar Pier. I think that would be the best place for it to go.
Or they turn it into the She-Hulk ride.
Or that. All right, we have one more story. Thanks everybody for joining us. So Ironheart, this is a new Disney Plus series that will be coming next year, I think. And this is about a girl who built her own armor and kind of got the attention of Tony Stark. And I think that they're changing it up a little bit for the movies. Anybody who saw the trailer for Black Panther Wakanda Forever will have seen the woman who plays Riri Williams, who is Ironheart, and she is with Shuri. So I feel like Shuri is going to be her mentor and probably part of the kind of whatever program that T'Challa had Shuri set up in the United States.
Yeah, if you remember from the end of Black Panther, he was talking to her about a like exchange program.
Yeah, STEM.
And she was headed up.
I mean,
something like
something bigger than STEM. Yeah. So in Oakland. And so Reagan Elijah, I don't know how to pronounce that name, but she's from Club Mickey Mouse. She has joined the cast along with Dominic Thorne, who is playing Riri Williams. Anthony Ramos, anybody who knows Hamilton knows Anthony Ramos. And Alden Ehrenreich. Aaron Reich. Sorry. I can never pronounce his name. So I didn't even know he was in it. So
yeah, he plays Han Solo in the Solo.
Yeah, he plays Han Solo. So yeah, what do you think of that?
I'm hoping we get D23. There is a Lucas / Marvel panel. Now it's not long, so I don't expect the same level of like Comic-Con presentation, but I hope there's a little bit more on Ironheart and some of the other
Yeah.
shows that we didn't get to hear of, like Armor Wars, Werewolf by Night.
Yeah, Werewolf by Night.
Which is supposed to be out soon.
Yeah,
So
unless it was an urban myth.
Yeah, that's right. So, and then maybe filling out some of the gaps in the Phase 6. So
yeah,
we'll see. A couple more days. I think their panel's on Saturday.
It's on Saturday, and I think there's going to be a room where we could go where they're going to put it on the screen. Probably not the actual clips, but we might be able to see the stars.
Maybe because they did that with Celebration, but I also had to. That was also part of this lottery system, because what some of the panels I got into wasn't the actual room; it was like in a viewing room.
Oh,
but I don't think they did it for this, so I don't know if they're going to.
Okay.
Have it just be open, but
well,
if that's the case, it's going to be a line.
I will be checking my Twitter to see what people are going to be putting up. I'm trying to decide if I want to stand in a line. Or
honestly, unless that's what you want to do that day. I mean, you would have to get there.
Yeah, I'd have to get there early and just sit there. So I probably won't, because if I get the virtual queue, and especially on Saturday, there's pins from Mickey's of Glendale that I really want that are rescuer pins. Like if I couldn't get anything else but those rescuer pins, that those are my top priority.
Rock on.
So yeah. All right. Well, this is it. Thanks everybody so much for joining us. We really appreciate it, and it means a lot to both Cousin Rich and I, for all of you to spend a little time with us. So yeah. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed before, we'd love if you would do that and hit the bell for notifications. Also, do like this post. And with that, we will see you later. Bye.
Yep. Catch you on the flip side. Where's the ending of this thing? Oh, here we go. All right. Bye.
Bye.